and then we will finally reach Osaka, okay, at 6:15 a.m. Okay, so please take note of the points here. All right, we will meet at the terminal at 5 p.m. sharp. Okay, 5 p.m. sharp. Okay, so why we require such a huge amount of buffer time is because besides the check-in, okay, which themselves alone, based on the experience the last time around, it will take a lot of time because of the size of our group. Okay, there is also a need for us to check through all the instruments that they're all there. Okay, because this is there's concern about. Okay, this is with regard to the insurance claim later on if we do need to make any. Okay, so we seek your understanding in the early reporting time. All right. Okay, and when we are returning, okay, stipulated to leave, okay, Osaka at 10 a.m. on 5th December, okay, and then we are expected to arrive at 6:20 p.m. Okay, of course, yes. Sorry, which part? It will be 5 p.m. instead of what's written there, so sorry. Yeah, okay, 5 p.m. Okay, can you please take note on the change in your handbook? Thank you. Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. If not, let me continue. Okay, so we will directly dismiss your children and wards, okay, from the airport. Okay, so we will make an arrangement for them to return their instruments on another day lah. Okay, because even though it's 6 p.m. by the time we reach Singapore, but your children will be very tired already. So we will let them go home first, okay, to have rest, and then another day, then they bring their instruments back. All right? Okay. Okay, so just take note of this important point here. Okay, the points, the last 3 points you can read here on your own. Okay, but I would like to emphasize the very last point. Okay, when your children, okay, when the whole group arrive back in Singapore, okay, we see your understanding that we cannot let your children to just leave the arrival hall on their own immediately. Okay, the reason is because we will need to do a final check, okay, of all the status of the instruments, okay, before they can leave the arrival hall. Reason being, okay, insurance states that we need to check the instruments first before they can leave. So in case it gets damaged and let's say your child leaves already, then they found, oh, there's a damage, it will be too late to file and report. Okay, so we see your understanding in this matter. Okay, so where are we going to stay? Okay, so this is the hotel, okay, and the address. Okay, so later on, the agent that we have engaged, Wave Group, okay, so Mr. Stephen Phua, seated there, will elaborate more, okay, on the details. All right? Okay. Okay, so some highlights, as I mentioned, okay, so we have cultural tours, okay, a music workshop, as well as a band exchange with a school over there, okay, in Kyoto. Okay, and of course, I think this is what interests most of the children, the Universal Studios Japan part, okay, as well as, since this is a learning program, right, so there will be time catered for them to do their personal reflections. Yeah. Okay. Okay, with regard to okay, some facts that you will need to know, okay, with regard to traveling to Japan. So Japan, Osaka is 1 hour later, okay, than Singapore. Okay, currency is Japanese yen. Okay, languages, although some of them speak English, but primarily they communicate in Japanese lah. Okay, and this will be the voltage types that they'll be using, okay, over the site. Okay, so you may need to get the universal plug adapter, okay, before you go there. All right? Okay. Okay, so with regard to food and drinks, okay, all main meals will be provided under the trip. Okay, so we advise your children, okay, not to be picky over the choices. Okay, for safety reasons, we will only allow them to drink bottled or boiled water. Okay, and they are not allowed to drink any tap water without our prior permission. Okay, absolutely no alcoholic drinks. This one I need to emphasize one point. Okay, besides that, okay, anything that contains alcohol, we will strictly not allow. Okay, this includes alcoholic chocolates, okay, and any drink that even contains a very small percentage of alcohol, so such as Jolly Shandy. Okay, because in the previous round, there were students who bought Jolly Shandy. Okay, so there were disciplinary action had to be carried out. Okay, and another student brought along alcoholic chocolates. Yeah, okay, so I need both students and parents to be aware of this. All right, okay, so please take note. Okay. Okay, passport-wise, okay, these are the information. So prior to the trip, we'll actually need to collect all the passport and any relevant travel documents, okay, that is required for the trip. Okay, so we will hold on to the passports for safekeeping at all times throughout the whole trip. All right. Okay. In fact, your children have already made photocopies and scanned copies and sent to the teachers already. Okay. So we have also done all the contingency measures for that. All right. Okay. Instrument with case. Okay. So you will actually go straight to the airport from home, which means that instruments you have to bring home before that. Okay, so this is one of the items that you need to bring along. Okay, and as well as money, for safety reasons, security reasons, we do not allow your children to bring more than 200 Singapore dollars worth of yen. Okay, additional Singapore dollars 50 for emergencies is allowed. Okay. Okay, with regards to medication, so these are what is required. Okay, thermometer especially because, okay, it's going to be quite cold there. Okay, if you have certain, if your children have certain medical conditions, they will need to bring their own medication. Okay, and even so, okay, before each time they take a medication, they need to let us know. Okay, they need to alert us that they're taking their medication. All right. Okay, and please take note of also the very last point. Okay, we are not allowed to give any kind of off-the-counter medications to the students. Okay, so if your child falls sick there, okay, later Mr. Pua will actually elaborate more, okay, on what is the procedure that we will take. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, with regards to your attire, okay, so your children is required to bring the set of the attire that they have basically used for their etude concert this year. In other words, the black long sleeve shirt, the black pants, and the black shoes or court shoes for girls, okay, as well as the stocking for girls, okay?